We may just have official rumors for the LEGO Star Wars 2022 LEGO Star Wars sets. Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and some kind of rumors have come out. I am not 100% sure of their legitimacy, but we are going to be getting in-depth for all of these 2022 set rumors. There are a ton of them, and some of them seem pretty accurate and pretty interesting, so we are going to be taking a look at all of them. But first, I am going to ask you all to smash that like button, absolutely eviscerate it with a LEGO hand for the YouTube algorithm. Obviously, it makes me very sad when people don't like the video, so to make me happy and to increase my excitement, you must press the like button. It would be really appreciated. It'll help out the channel a metric ton, and yeah. Now, we are going to get into these rumors. Now, I'm going to discuss some inconsistencies and things I see in this, as well as, general things. And I'll really kind of get into all of that now. Now, this is from Lego Lemons on Instagram. He's an account. He doesn't have many followers or anything, but it's interesting. So, the first set he has on here is the Duel on Geonosis. Now, this is obviously from Attack of the Clones, and this would have Anakin Skywalker and Count Dooku. It's an interesting set idea as a duel set. I think I'd like to see a new Count Dooku. Obviously, that would be great. We get a Episode 2 Anakin, which would be cool. I'd assume, we've seen something like this in the past with the Duel on Geonosis set, broadly speaking. That was more focused on Yoda and Dooku's duel. But that seems about right. I honestly don't understand why Anakin, why not Yoda? Like, Yoda has so much, I guess, more areas for play features, like with that old Geonosis set. But it's still an interesting idea nonetheless. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it's something I certainly didn't think of. Now, next up, we have the Battle Packs. The Battle Packs are the ones that actually interest me the most. Now, first up, this one was obviously the Imperial Remnant Battle Pack, which is actually a good name. Now, this is $14.99, and it comes with 2 Dark Troopers, an Incinerator Trooper, and 1 Imperial Officer. So I believe the Incinerator is the red Flame Trooper. Now, I'm not 100% sure with this one. First off, I feel like they'd only do 1 Dark Trooper, mainly because you saw the same type of thing with a Sith Trooper, so I see that as a likely possibility. And the Imperial Officer, that makes sense. I don't see them doing an Incinerator Trooper, but, maybe in a Battle Pack, that could make sense, especially, seeing as we have gotten those type of detailed troopers, like in the new, one with Grief Karga, the new tank. So that's interesting. And this is where it starts to get dicey. So this one says we're going to get a Mandalorian Super Commando Battle Pack at $14.99. So the Mandalorian Super Commandos, for those unaware, are the Gar Saxon type Mandalorians, the Darth Maul versions of the Mandalorian. And there will be 2 males and 2 females, and they'd each use different designs. The reason I do not think this is happening is because LEGO literally just had a Mandalorian Battle Pack. The Mandalorian Battle Pack is still on shelves. You can get 4 of them. And I could understand them doing a Clone Wars Mandalore Battle Pack, like where you had like some of the bad Mandalorians, you have the good ones, you have Clone Troopers, like 3 sorts of things. I get that would have made sense. Maybe just that kind of value pack. But I don't entirely buy that they just do an entire one of the Darth Maul Mandalorians. Maybe if it was like 2 Darth Maul ones and 2 of the Bo-Katan ones, I see that a little more realistic. But certainly not entirely sure if that's going to be accurate. Okay, now, those are all interesting. Those battle packs obviously would be very exciting. I'd like those. Would I have rather seen Clone One? Absolutely, but next up, anyway, we have the Y-Wing at $29.99. So you get a Y-Wing Rebel pilot, a Fleet Trooper, and an astromech droid. So the Fleet Trooper are the Yavin, like, style troopers. An astromech could be anything, and then you get the Yavin, or the Y-Wing Rebel pilot. I don't know, it seems a little on the lower end of price, but I think I could see them doing that, but it just seems a little on the lower end. I don't see that costing the same amount and same size as, say, like, the Encounter on Tatooine, or even the Battle Pack. It feels like that would be a bigger build, like $40 maybe. Interesting nonetheless. Now, the Microfighters are going to be an ATTE at $9.99, which I predicted as my prediction for this year, but, we only got 1 Microfighter this year, and who would have guessed they would have done another Han Solo one? So maybe my prediction will hold up a little bit. You get a Clone Gunner with this one, which is interesting, and a Vulture Droid for $9.99. I believe they've already done Vulture Droids of these. But you get a Battle Droid pilot. I don't see them going back to doing Battle Droid builds, but they might. And this one was an interesting one, because I don't know anyone who thought of this idea. They might have. But this was a really creative idea, actually, whether it's real or not. And this is the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon, Razor Crest versus the TIE Outlander. This is a versus battle pack, which is like the one we saw this year with the Tauntaun versus AT-AT. I thought they were going to continue the animal theme, like where they make them all creatures, but I guess not, because I predicted they'd do like the Blurg or something. But that is a good idea. It's a cheap way to get Mando and Gideon, obviously. You get a Microfighter Razor Crest, you get Moff Gideon's new TIE, and I think that works. I'm not opposed to that. That's actually a pretty good set. Now this one is one I was calling in my prediction video for the last like 2 years, and I'm still kind of upset LEGO hasn't made it. It is Luke Skywalker's hut, or Luke Skywalker's homestead, better named. I mean, they even made a little promo of that this year. At $29.99, you would be getting Luke Skywalker, Uncle Owen, and Aunt Beru. If this is true, it's either the very good guesses, or, we'll talk about that a little bit after. And then next up at $39.99, we have the Battle on Naboo, which I don't know. This one seems a little sketch. But this would come with Jar Jar Binks, Boss Nos, a Gungan warrior, and 3 battle droids. That seems oddly suspicious. I wouldn't have ever guessed we'd get a Battle on Naboo set. Maybe like like one of those like $30 sets. Like this is $40 though. The Boss Nos would be great, obviously, but I don't see LEGO doing a Boss Nos anytime soon. That wasn't in my wildest predictions. If you told me with a straight face that we'd be getting a Boss Nos, I would have looked at you silly. Now, next up after that, we have a Imperial Shuttle. Now, first off, when they say Imperial Shuttle, they do not mean the Imperial one. We just got that this year. And while I wouldn't put it a lot past LEGO to do another one, they say this would come with an Imperial Crosshair, 3 Elite Squad Troopers, and 1 White Clone Trooper. I just don't buy that they do a Republic Attack Shuttle. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the Republic Attack Shuttle. But I guess they're calling that the Imperial Attack Shuttle. That might be what they're calling it now in the Bad Batch. But 3 of these Elite Squads, I could see 2, but 3, that seems like a bit much. And one White Clone Trooper, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, that's like 5 minifigs. I don't see that. We already got Imperial Crosshair, so I don't think they're looking to rush to get another one of him out. You would have thought you'd see Omega. Like if this person was smart, they'd say like Omega, like original Crosshair. Well, they couldn't really fit those into the original set unless they did one based off the first episode. Anyway, the last one, and this one is where it really kind of throws me off, is the Silver Angel, $99.99. This would come with Trace Martez, Rafa Martez, Ahsoka Tano in her jumpsuit, and 2 pikes. I don't buy any of this. Like someone even commented, sounds logical, but probably fake. Now, let me go through first a few of the inconsistencies. The duel on Geonosis one, that seems kind of okay. Like, that makes sense. That's, it's the anniversary. I get that, and, we'd probably see more summer sets. The Remnant Battle Pack, 100% realistic. I'd buy that in a second. The Mandalorian Super Commando Battle Pack is where it starts to get dicey. I mean, man, I don't see them doing another purely Mandalorian Battle Pack. It's been on shelf for 2 years. I don't see that happening. And I mean, it could happen. I'd still buy a bunch of them, but yeah. The Y-Wing. All the figures seem accurate. This seems like an accurate figure selection. It just seems like it's like $10 underpriced. Like, I don't see them selling a Y-Wing for $30. That just doesn't add up to me. Now, next up, the Microfighter AT-AT and Vulture Droid. That's a little sketch, but I think it's possible, and I really do like the Mandalorian and the Razor Crest versus the TIE Outlander. That's a good idea. I like that one a lot. Luke's hut, obviously very easy. Battle of Naboo, where it starts to get suspicious. Man, why the Battle of Naboo? They've done a lot of Naboo sets. It just, out of all the things they could have done at a $40 price range, I just don't see that being one, especially with the figure selection. Boss Nos, maybe I'd see with Jar Jar and a Gungan warrior and 3 battle droids. That generally makes sense. But getting 6 figures like that, you don't just get handed 6 figures. I know 3 of them are battle droids, but 6 figures are a little hard to get. And, putting them all in this $40 set, the recent $40 sets all come with 4 figures. So I don't know why 6. Maybe because they're battle droids, but they didn't really apply that logic with the AAT. That came with 2 figures and 2 battle droids. Now, next up, anyway, we have the Crosshair Imperial Shuttle. I don't think right after they did the Bad Batch Shuttle this year, they also did the Imperial Shuttle, and they've also done just loads of shuttles. They've done the gunship, obviously, is the UCS set. I don't think they're rushing in any way to do another shuttle. So I don't see them even doing the evil Crosshair, because they can't really squeeze Omega in that. Like, they might be able to, actually. But, you know, I don't see, especially 3 of the Shadow clones, I don't, you know, maybe we could be looking at this in a year and be like, oh, okay, Studs was right, or this person was right, but I'm gonna, you know, usually being more skeptical usually helps. And finally, the Silver Angel. Why would they make the Silver Angel? It's not a particularly iconic ship. I could see them doing it in the same style as, say, the Rise of the Resistance one from the Disney World, like that kind of size. But it's not like it's an entirely iconic ship. Like, people are like, yes, you must make the Bad Batch Shuttle. I don't really know anyone who's been asking for the Silver Angel, other than in set predictions videos for those specific things in Season 7. And, you know, at $100, I don't see that. Now, if this is accurate, I'd say it's okay. It's not everything we would have liked. Obviously, you know, I would have liked to see the Blue Y-Wing. I would have liked to see a Bad Batch battle pack. You know, all of that not being here is obviously a little disappointing. And obviously, you know, Bad Batch Season 2 is going to be next year as well, which we've recently learned. So I wouldn't be shocked if we got some sets for that in the summer wave. But overall, this is extraordinarily interesting. Now, if I had to give you guys my personal advice, is you could be cautiously optimistic, because I have a feeling there's some of these which we might get either way, whether these are legit or not. But I am going to say this is false. These are fake rumors. I know last year this type of a thing happened, and I figured I'd just give you my own take on these LEGO Star Wars 2022 set rumors. Like, they're not really rumors, because I don't think they're going to happen. But hey, we'll see what happens. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me if you think this is real or not. Also, smash the like button. I will see you all in the next one. Remember, peace out, and stay awesome.